Come on, Split. Now I just need to... There. Now, Split.
What in Equestria is wrong with you?
What's wrong?
Why did you phone at me?
Oh, that? I thought we could review the Season 5 premiere together.
I talk about cards, not episodes.
And I thought you could try something different.
Even so, was it really necessary to tie me up?
Yes, otherwise you might escape.
And the gag?
Without that, it wouldn't have been a proper full napping.
Fair enough. Well, let's get started. I don't want to be tied up all day.
The Bolshevik rule, what they say goes. The rule of the game is we all are the same.
So the episode opens with the main six recapping the last season's finale for us, when it turns out that simply having all of them sit down is deemed special enough to cause a map of Equestria to spring out of the ground, whereupon their cutie marks fly off and point to a distant corner of Equestria. Stupid rope.
Let me say, I love this idea. The season has just started and already the writers are teasing us with all of Equestria as a playground for episodes, rather than limiting the main six to just Ponyville and Canterlot. This opens up for potential episodes to involve the Griffin Kingdom or even the Badlands.
How did he get these ropes so tight?
One friendship expressed later, the main six arrive to find themselves in a small town. As the change of pace, Pinkie, who is usually the most welcoming of the main six, is the most suspicious out of them all, while Fluttershy, true to her character, is the most welcoming. Twilight, for most of it, seems on the fence, as she is fully aware that she has to play the diplomat and can't freak out because it would be bad as a princess of Equestria, or whatever.
I'd like to note that the reception Twilight receives here is a nice change of pace from what we saw in Manhattan, where no pony even acknowledged her alicornhood. It highlights the difference between a busy city where no pony is likely to give you a second chance, and a small town where nothing goes unnoticed. Also, you don't have any scissors, do you?
No. Now, we finally get to meet the antagonist, Starlight Glimmer. She is by far the most interesting villain I've seen on the show. I love the fact that she is just a regular pony. She's not all-powerful, instead using her charm and wits as her most powerful weapons. It's a good change of pace. What do you think, Split?
You don't help me. I don't help you.
Oh, fine. Don't help then. We next see a song that seems to be based off of war propaganda songs from World War II. While I'm not a huge fan of this song, it's not bad. It's just different in its tone, which is what Ingram was probably going for. There is one scene that I want to bring up though, mainly due to animation, and that's the Fluttershy head bob scene. It looks rather interesting as we have seen ponies dance before, and we have even seen head swaying before, but this is the first time that the animators had shown us head bobbing, and I find this rather interesting and adorable, don't you think, Split?
Quick! Don't look at it directly in the eyes!
What do you mean?
Must avoid eye contact.
Split? What are you doing?
Cuter beaties.
So anyways, after the song, the main six are left to contemplate what Starlight had told them, insinuating that they should follow her ideals. They discuss what they're doing in the town, noting that they feel as though they were being watched. A unicorn baker named Sugarbelle asks the main six if their friendship is ending, to which Pinkie Pie responds,
"Are you crazy? We'd never let a disagreement get in the way of food!"
Sugarbelle then asks them to meet her downstairs quietly, resulting in probably one of the funniest Pinkie Pie scenes ever, with her rolling down the stairs. So, what are your thoughts so far, Split?
But how? How is it possible to tie a knot with a knot?
Split seems otherwise preoccupied. So, moving on. Once downstairs, they find that not all townspeople are happy without their cutie marks. and some even want them back. This is a turning point as we see that not only do some of the town's ponies regret giving up their cutie marks, but that Starlight Glimmer has such a hold over them that even the thought of asking for their marks back is labeled as extreme. This is interesting as we are finally starting to see Starlight's true colors as a master manipulator, having convinced the ponies that they can't do anything without her permission, ensuring that they remain under her control.
Stupid rope. Hey, look, hey! And here we get to see the Cutie Vault, where... Wait. Shark? Is that your cutie mark?
Yeah, so?
But why would you give it up?
Well, Starlight was pretty convincing. But it turns out that she doesn't need to use her silver tongue to convince the main six into giving up their cutie marks. As the town's ponies surround them and Starlight zaps them with the staff, removing their cutie marks and rendering them just like every pony else.
Shark?
And that's the end of the episode!
Well, that was fun. Thank you for that, it was a pleasure. But now the episode's over and I'm finally free of that Lovecraftian rope, so catch you on the flip side!
Where are you going?
Where else? Home.
The episode's not over yet.
Yes it is, I saw the credits and everything. So long and thanks for all the-
I wouldn't! That must have hurt. But yeah, that's only part 1 of 2.
Ouch. So you're telling me that neither of us can leave until we've finished reviewing the Season 5 premiere?
Well, I can leave, but you can't.
Why?
Because we have to finish the review and you might run away again?
Fine. Starting from where we left off, the main six are now cutie markless and in some sort of brainwashing hunt where they're starting to realise what it means to be without what makes them special.
I liked Fluttershy's joke about Twitter.
Okay. Witty social commentary aside, this is potentially one of the more darker sides to MLP we've seen, mainly due to what it implies. The act of brainwashing is to strip away and deconstruct the individual and then rebuild them into what the brainwasher believes to be the correct or acceptable way of thinking, sometimes leaving behind a completely different person. It's something that is incredibly hard to discern, as you're never quite sure if it's what they truly believe or it's what they've been told they should believe. This method of brainwashing is reinforced when Fluttershy, in an attempt to help her friends escape the hut, is asked to single out the ponies that talked to them earlier. Starlight's talking down to Fluttershy and display of dominance, along with a testing of morals, is a rebuilding part of the brainwashing, as here she is establishing herself as a figure to look up to and to take advice from, effectively establishing herself as a mother figure, looking out for what's best for every pony. Fluttershy, however, is saved from having to betray herself when Party Favors offers himself as the scapegoat, and as a result is punished for free thinking by being sent into the hut.
Thus, Starlight is showing the town that, betrayal is bad?
You really need your cutie mark back. While trying to sneak away to free her friends Mission Impossible style, Fluttershy discovers that Starlight never actually gave up her cutie mark, and was in fact hiding it with the clever application of makeup. In an effort to expose Starlight as the charlatan she is, Fluttershy wets Starlight, revealing her cutie mark. I love how Twilight, channeling her Season 1 and 2 self, attempts to impart some friendship wisdom, only for her to be interrupted.
Of course, only Starlight knows of true friendship. Twilight is merely misled by the Tyrant of the Sun.
Moving on. With the whole town turned against her, Starlight does what all villains do when they've got an angry mob on their hooves. Run away! Starlight manages to escape, so the main six chase after her while the rest of the town replicate an old Apple commercial to get their cutie marks back.
Apple computer will introduce Macintosh.
An interesting thing to note is that upon releasing the cutie marks, they all fly back to their owners, which means that there is still at least some residual connection between the ponies and their cutie marks. Ah, what was that? Shark! You've got your cutie mark back!
Oh hey, you're right!
Great! Now you can take over. See ya!
Oh no, you're not getting away that easily.
And why not?
Because the burial slip, you know, the one that electrocuted you?
Stupid electrified barrier won't let me pass. Stupid unicorns probably let me do. Can't believe it's so stupid. While all that is happening, the main six are doing their best to catch up to Starlight.
We were treated to a nice bit of visual humor with the juxtapositioning of the now re-cutie marked Towns ponies and the un-cutie marked main six. When we last saw them running, every pony was markless, so they appeared to be running fast. But now we see they were in fact running slowly, proving to be rather annoying to Rainbow Dash. Yes, it's good to be back!
Glad you're back. After a bit of physics-defying balloon sculpting and pony ski free, the main six, with the help of the other Towns ponies, finally have their cutie marks back and the villain cornered. Cue villain speech reprisal. However, in an odd twist, nothing happens to the villain. There's no sudden reformation, no magical cutie laser, no comeuppance for what Starlight did to the Towns ponies. Not even a
"I'll get you next time, Gadget. Next time."
Starlight does something that's almost unheard of. She runs away to fight again, leaving it open as to if we'll ever see the little Starlin ever again. And so the episode ends, with the town reveling in their cutie marks as the main six speculate that the Cutie Map must want them to spread the one true to spread friendship across Equestria. And that's the end of the episode. Finally! This season's premiere was very different to what we've seen in the past. Usually it's presented as something big. Last season we had the full napping of the princesses and the Everfree in revolt. This season, however, is a departure. It feels smaller, more contained, and I love it for it. While I'm a fan of epic two-parters, it's good to have these smaller ones, as it shows that not everything has to be the end of Equestria.
I enjoyed the fact that whether or not Starlight is wrong is left as a grey area for fans to speculate on her morals and her viewpoint. Who knows, maybe she is right and ponies should be equal. It's just that she eventually gave in to the power she had over other ponies, rather than keep to the ideals.
I loved the subtleties of the visuals. Everything from the way the town was constructed to the lighting when the main six are in the shack, even to how each equalized pony's colours were subdued. All of it emphasized the subliminal message of equality that the town represented.
I thought it was nice to see a villain that didn't try to just powerhouse it for once. Yes, Tyrek was convincing, but he only tried to convince Discord. Every pony else he just overpowered. Starlight Glimmer, on the other hand, managed to successfully sway an entire town into giving their cutie marks up. I feel this makes her possibly the strongest villain to date, as the main six are no longer fighting a power but rather an idea, something that can't just be blasted away.
The problem is, this story has been done a million times. Animal Farm, Harrison Bergeron, and even more recently The Adventures of Korra. What is interesting to note, however, is that such a mature theme is being tackled by a show aimed at little girls.
I think this episode shows that we'll see more mature themes being tackled, so I want to see how far DXX can actually go.
We done? Good.
I have been Shark, he's been Split. He's gone. Never mind then. I have been Shark, and please remember to love and tolerate.